Hi there, thanks for joining me. This is the third or fourth time that I've had to record this morning, so excuse me if I sound slightly exasperated in explaining this, but we'll go through it quickly. So this is the Safety Assessor risk assessment tool that we've just released as a free tool at safety.com. Just want to give you a 5 or 10 minute rundown of how it works. This is a beta version and it will be tweaked and improved as we go along. So if there's any features that aren't currently live at the moment, that will be why. We're just testing them out, making sure everything works before it's fully upgraded and updated on the app. So let's have a look at how it goes here. So first thing you want to do is create the assessment once you're on the tool page on our website. Just some typical stuff. Such as business name here in your risk assessment. I don't want to gloss over any of these important aspects in case you haven't done a risk assessment before, because I'm sure many people may be frantically looking for a risk assessment tool of some sort, maybe on the internet or whatever, and typing it into Google and maybe found us, or maybe you're watching our instructional video on YouTube and it's led you to this video. So as I said, business name, assessment title. Let's say we're just looking at office work in our main office here. So location is the main office. You can put in your address there if you like. Put in as much detail of that as you want. It's open and free for you to do that. And then how many people are involved or working in the area on a day-to-day basis. So of course the assessor name will be your own name. I can't spell this morning. Okay. So this is the next bit then. So we move down onto the actual assessment itself. As you can see, the first selected drop down category is office. So that is fitting for what we're doing here, just as a means of showing you how it works. We have various choices, as you can see here. If it's something that doesn't fit into any of these boxes in any way, you can just select other and then select your own hazard templates as you wish. So once you've selected that, as you can see, there are pre-suggested hazards that will come out of the hazard library, which you can select or deselect as you wish. So just by means of example, we'll select the top 3 here: risk of slipping, musculoskeletal disorders, and work-related stress. And just to show you how these work then, so you can just edit them. This is really an important aspect for us, in a risk assessment, as I'm sure you'll appreciate, to be able to indicate what the likelihood and the severity of a particular hazard is, both before the control measures are put in place and thereafter. So that will be then reflected in your assessment. So you can edit that as much as you want. You can edit the control measures. You can delete or remove the commentary depending on what you want to add. You can just click add to add further ones here. Okay, so that's fairly self-explanatory, I hope. Once you've done that, you can just collapse the cell and scroll on down to add more. If there's others that you haven't found in the predetermined list that is thrown out here, then it's just a case of going into your hazard library via that button and searching or scrolling through to add, say for example, display screen assessment. You can add that to your assessment there. Okay. So as you can see there, that is the one we've added just now. And you can again play around with your control measures and so forth. So that's kind of it. Once you've selected, you're happy with your hazards, you've edited them, you've scored them and all that good stuff, then just scroll down to the end and click create assessment. Pretty simple. Your assessor name should come up here based on what you put into the box previously, and then it's just a scribble, hopefully better than that, for your signature. And any additional comments you can throw in there as well if there's anything pertinent about the assessment you want to add or refer people to. And then just you have an option of putting in a review date, which may be in a year's time or whenever you want it to be, really. Okay, so that's something that's optional. And you can also get management or a senior person or a colleague to sign off if you want, if it's required for you to get someone to look over your risk assessment. So it's just a matter of checking that box and getting the additional sign off there where necessary. Okay, let me just put that back in there for you to show you. Once you've done that, it's just complete assessment, and it will throw out then the finalized list for you with all your edits, scores and everything else. Your sign off, management sign off currently comes up as no management sign off required if it's not been completed, and as the review date was put in here, as you can see, it comes up there. Okay, just that's also the review date at the bottom. It does tell you when it's been created, of course, which is important in a couple of different areas. So really, all you have to do at that point is just download PDF, and it will pop up with a savable or printable screen version of the risk assessment for you, just like this. Looks pretty good, I reckon. Not a bad free tool, if I say so myself, as a starting point for us. So we look forward to your feedback. Hopefully it's helpful for you. We'll look forward to tweaking and improving what this thing can do, hopefully, as time goes on. But first and foremost, have a go at it. Give us some feedback either at safeti.com or below this video if it looks like something that will be useful for you. And of course, we'll provide some links for you to get access to it there. One note just before I go is that you do need to be signed in and registered on our site to access the tool. That's the only caveat here, and that will enable you to save risk assessments and so on in the future as we add more features to it. But as it stands at the moment, it's currently set so that you create your assessment and you download it immediately from the platform. Okay, so don't close your window and go away and come back and expect it to be there at the moment. Okay, this is a beta version, and yeah, we look forward to hearing your feedback. So thanks for watching, and we'll chat to you soon.